brought to you by EduBridge, which is India's leading workforce development platform. My name is Yasmin Khan and I am event manager at EduBridge. And today I have with me a very talented and dynamic and educator and entrepreneur and co-founder of WealthVidya, which is an EdTech platform which builds practical money skills to help students learn about financial security. So she is Miss Shruti Lohia. Hi Shruti, welcome.
Hi, Yasmin. Thank you.
Thank you. We are glad to have you here today. So without further ado, to start off our conversation, can you tell us about your background and how you became into this financial education? How your interest came into this?
So I've been a K-12 educator for approximately 8 years now, and I was previously teaching speech and drama and a reading specialist. I also did my diploma in special education. So I was in that space earlier on. I taught at a few schools in Mumbai, at a school in Pune as well. And we recently started Wealth Vidya. So I'm the co-founder. The founder is actually my husband, but he has been in the financial education space for approximately 10 years now. And we found a huge gap when it came to basic money management skills, even in postgraduate students. And that is where we realized there is a huge need to spread financial literacy at a grassroots level. And that is where we sort of ideated Wealth Vidya.
Okay, great. So to add to this, what is your inspiration behind finding, co-founding this Wealth Vidya? How it was like founded? How was the idea, the name, Wealth Vidya, and what are your goals through this company?
So our goals are really simple. Honestly, we want to prepare India's youth. There are 22 crore students in the age group of 10 to 18, and our goal is to prepare them for a digitally Atmanirbhar Bharat. We also want to provide a level playing field because we realize that there is no level playing field for this age group of students. And when they ideally go to college or when they go for their post graduation, they do CA, CFA, or even an engineer for that matter. I think what they don't understand is that knowing how to manage your money in a digital economy is a very basic life skill now. So we want to make money, financial education like a life skill, almost like it's like how in school you are taught how to swim, or like basic things like ride a bike. So we think that knowing how to money management is also a life skill, especially where India is becoming a digital economy and there is so much advancement happening in financial technologies. We are using, we don't even realize, but we use, GPA, Paytm. We use so many apps. We use for the people who are in the financial education space or who are in the finance background, they use so many like apps like Money Control, and we have now DigiLocker. So there's so much happening, but there's very little information on how and why and when. So that is kind of like, I think, where we ideated Wealth Vidya. We are also incubated at Atal Incubation Center that's in Mumbai, and they have been very helpful in sort of getting us still here, in from the idea stage to where we are right now. And yeah, it's been a lovely journey so far.
Great. Well said. Like financial literacy is important, equally important with this emerging technologies around.
Yeah.
So, how does Wealth Vidya approach financial education to students, and what makes your content relevant to the Indian economy?
So if you see, there's a lot of information out there. So you have YouTube, you have bloggers, you have Instagram. There's so much information thrown at us every day. And there's actually a lot of, if you see all your basic topics, you can learn through a YouTube video also. But we find that there's no one really catering to the Indian market per se. So like Indian laws and in the way things are happening in our country and the pace at which and it is happening, I think nobody is really addressing that. So the YouTube videos you will find, or you will find finfluencers talking about, let's say, a new banking service. So these are mostly either paid, this is paid content, or it is content that is used to promote a certain service, a certain bank, a certain, idea. So we find that, so what we've done is that we've taken the basic concepts of finance and how it is actually applied in India. So we've made all our content using this ideology. And because since our entire program is an online program, we don't hold physical classes. So of course, and engaging learners, especially at that age, the age that we cater to is 10 to 18. So, engaging them in an online platform is, of course, comes with its own challenges, but it's also helpful because it helps us reach out to more students. And thanks to the pandemic, online education has actually penetrated very well, I would say. So we do use, multiple. So we have this thing called the multiple intelligence model, which is a very famous model. And we've tried to integrate that into our content. So with every 1 hour of learning that the student does, we try to include as many modalities as possible, so that, it does not get monotonous, it doesn't get boring, and that they are not just getting gyan, but they are also learning how to practically apply it. So yeah, that's how we've been doing it so far.
Yeah, so the practical approach is very important, I think so.
Yeah, because gyan you
Uh,
get everywhere. Gyan is freely
Everywhere,
available.
true.
Yeah.
So now, what are some common financial mistakes you see, like young adults that they make, and how can they avoid them?
Young adults, I would say, it's kind of, it's also wrong in some ways, but I feel a lot of young adults these days are millennials. They are most, according to our data, they are more susceptible to digital frauds, and they are the ones who lose the maximum amount of money. And because they are easy targets, right? So, I find very common mistakes that our Gen Z and millennials are making is they they don't have this concept of, the old age concept of like saving or planning for the future. For them, everything is instant. Like, okay, I want this, instantly buy it, EMI, and take out small loans. And um, a lot of them, we've noticed, are spending a lot of money in crypto trading or in gaming, and things that are actually not regulated by the Indian government. So, and that is why they end up losing their money. So these are some very common mistakes I feel all of them are doing. And they are not and the only it's not their fault, it's because the information is thrown to them, it's shown, it's packaged beautifully and shown that it's beautiful, but there's nobody really to tell them the inherent risks about it, and to tell them that this is not regulated, because there's no one
True.
telling them that. That's
Yeah, yeah, and it's so scary. Like people, this Gen Z put their money in the gaming, and they are not even aware of what they're doing. Still, they do
exactly.
it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, how do you approach leadership and team management at WealthVidya?
Okay, that's actually, to be honest, has been a bit of a challenge for us. But we've also realized that when you are working with, because so we ideally look for people who share the vision and who believe in our vision of spreading financial literacy at the grassroots level. So ideally, I want people who believe in that vision and are willing to work for it. So, and in order to do that, see, skills can be taught, but motivation cannot be taught. Motivation has to be intrinsic. So we want people, and also with working with millennials and Gen Z, I've realized that giving autonomy is very important. They want decision making power, they want to feel heard, they want to feel like they are a part of something big. So giving them that environment, I think, is very important. So that is one thing WealthVidya really strives for. And also giving them a strong sense of self along with company. So company goals and self goals, and how we can, together get that I think that is where true motivation happens. So that's how we approach, team goals, I would say. We do a lot of monthly outings, we do weekly chat sessions with them. So that's how we try to do a little bit for them.
Yeah, and that's a great way to engage, the
Yeah.
employees, and importantly, if they are Gen Z.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
what advice do you have for aspiring entrepreneurs looking to make an impact in financial education space?
For entrepreneurs, I will say, um, try to find your niche. Don't try to develop me too products. Okay, try to find one thing that you know is going to do well. Also understand, I think a lot of entrepreneurs sometimes they only focus on solving a problem, right? They say, acha, this is the problem, let me find a solution to this problem, which is great. You need a problem to solve to have a startup. But I think one thing that a lot of entrepreneurs miss is that does your company's vision and goals align with your country's? So for example, WealthVidya's right now the a new education policy, even in the union budget, and they the government wants to promote financial literacy, right? The government is actively taking steps to promote financial literacy because they've understood that this is a need now. So I feel it's very important for entrepreneurs to swim with the tide and not against the tide. So try to find a purpose, a solution that works in alignment with the government, I would say, of your country's government, wherever you're from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So finally, Shruti, my last question to you would be like, do you have any message you would like to share with our audience?
Okay. So I believe they are learners, all looking for
Yeah,
jobs and everything.
yeah.
I will again say skills very important. Commitment is very important. Do one thing, but do it with full commitment. So that is my number one message for everyone out there who is going to start their career, who's going to look for jobs. Also, we have another startup called Career Topper, which is actually WealthVidya as a subsidiary of Career Topper in some sort. So Career Topper provides courses in the alternative investment segment for 18 to 24 years of age of students, and we make them. So the AIF industry in the last 3 years has doubled. So hedge funds, private equity, and risk management. So these are topics that there are very few people covering, but there's a huge demand for this kind of skilled people, and that is where Career Topper is kind of bridging that demand. So I would say that find, like, do courses, do find skills that are doubling, or are there is growth, there's a growth curve that's going up. Don't try to just do what maybe you heard someone do 5 years ago and thinking that, okay, yes, I will still get a job in that sector. So study the sector that you want to get into and equip yourself with the necessary skills.
Thank you so much, Shruti, for your kind advice. So, and also your valuable inputs. We are grateful for your time and presence. I hope you like the conversation.
Yes, thank you, Yasmin. Thank you so much for having
Thank
me.
you.
Yeah.
And to all the viewers, thank you for watching us. We hope you found this conversation very informative and engaging. So, for more such videos, please do like, share, subscribe us, and see you at the next episode. Till then, Yasmin Khan signing out. Thank you.